Good evening. Sanatana Dharma way of living class, and it is really a privilege and an honor for me to be the tutor for this course, which is organized by International Hindu University. We are talking about Sanatana Dharma, which is nothing but way of living practiced in Bharat on the banks of perennial rivers like Sindhu, Saraswati, Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri, Tamraparni, where my village is there, Nagari. And the class brings people from India and United States to come on one platform and to understand Sanatana Dharma as a way of living. And as part of the class, the students talk about their own religion, and we are very privileged to have people who follow native religion. And in today's class, we have Mrs. Vasukie, who hails from Badaga community, which is the group of people who live in high altitudes in Nilgiris mountains, beautiful Nilgiris mountains. It is a holiday summer resort, and it is and its capital is Watakaman. We call it as Ooty, one of the finest holiday resorts. But as part of the class, we come to understand that there was a very flourishing ancient way of living practiced by Badaga community. And it is so important to note that they also belong to this Sanatana Dharma under one umbrella. And our class learned briefly from Vasukie, who belongs to that community, and she is a school teacher, a social worker, that they play importance to worshipping Jyoti or the light or Agni. So in Sanatana Dharma, Veda also eulogizes Agni, Indra, Agni, Varuna. So Agni is an important deity. Veda says Agnimuka sarva deva prinanti. It is only through Agni we pay our oblations and we send our obeisance to all devatas. Agni. Agni avamo devata. Agni avamo devata means it is the closest proximate deity to us. So in ancient traditions on the banks of Sindhu, Ganges and Yamuna, people worshipped this nature, particularly Agni. Then Indra, the supreme of the Lord, Vishnu, Varuna, Marut, and so on and so forth. Today's class is going to be a practical class, and this idea came from Vasukie Madam herself, that she has gone to a native village and she is going to show how the community flourishes, how the community lives as a group, and they will show us the abodes, and they will also take us to a community activity and community temple to show that Sanatana Dharma encompasses different forms and ways of living, way of living as a family, a structured life, contributing to the welfare of society. It's such a joy to have such a practical class. We all know about practical classes in science, chemistry, physics, mathematics, engineering, and of course, medicine. And our class is unique, and it opens up a lot of eyes for us to see how societies, even tribal societies, flourished under Sanatana Dharma, which is nothing but taking care of one another, protecting the environment, having faith in the Supreme, as Veda says, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. And it is fortune for us and the students of International Hindu University to know about such a flourishing culture. They still maintain their ancient customs. And I will now request Mrs. Vasuki, who has taken pains. Of course, this is early morning for her on a Friday morning, about 6:30 a.m. on the hills of Vatakamand, Nilgiris hills, and it is such a treat to us, and we learn different aspects of Sanatana Dharma. Mrs. Vasuki, all yours.
Namaste to everyone. As I have a little technical problem, I'll just be very quick in showing everything. So this is how the houses are at present. At present, these are the houses. You can see the thing is very low. Door is very small. And the windows, you can see the tiles in the roof. I'm on the way, and nearby, there are all fields where in those days, they use vegetables and other what they are able to eat. Only that they're brought up. But now you can see the cash crops, tea. These are tea estates now. Earlier days, it was vegetables and other things, and now it is all tea. And this is a village called Kallakorai. And it's drizzling here. So it's a hill. You can see the hill. Can you all see the village? So this is a village. I'm on the way to the worship temple. I can view few. It's just gone. Birds, hens. So the village is surrounded by forest and tea estates. And water facilities are available for them for 24 hours. So from far away, I think you can see the tree, which is the worship place. As I'm walking on the hill, you can see the hill, and this is where the water is stored. So this is a tank where the water is stored, and this is a supply for the whole village.
What is the population of that village, Vasukie?
The 200 villages, 200 houses are there.
Okay.
It may be around 2,000 people. So this is the worship place. So we are supposed to remove our slippers red. So this is the tree. So this is the Ethiaman temple. The whole tree. And this is what is worshipped. The stone. So the tree is tied with just a cloth. Respect. So it shows we treat them also as human beings, like as a god. So the thing is surrounded by, you can see the hills and everything. So all the hutties, we call it as hutty, and people live there, calm, and with all facilities. For example, water, it's pure. Even if it is food, milk and everything, you have the cows nearby. I can also, is there a cow there? Cows and everything. Cows ki idhar hai. Appa. Cow sheds are here. Okay. Nowadays it is turned into leaf sheds where they. So in those days, we can see that people were not jealous. You know, the house of one wall was used by another person. But nowadays, we can see we all are in a separate house. We don't even share the walls. Not even small things we share. But those days, each one were helpful. And there is a house for the whole village where they do perform all the rituals and everything. It may be a festival or it may be a funeral. So that house, a single house, which will be used by all the villagers. I'll try whether I can get there. But before that, I'll try to show you all in this little modern house where what we use, what they used those days. The earth where the cooking place. Then I can show you what they eat. So they go to nearby forest and take the bamboo shoots. We call it as otukudi. So that was peeled and that was taken as a food. So it's from the forest, it's organic and a fiber content food, which is tasty also. So yesterday, luckily, we got that. I can, just in few minutes, I can just show you that. And also nowadays we don't have, very old people, they use a different type of dresses, a traditional dress. There are one or two old women here. If I get a chance, I can show them. Because it was not planned earlier. If I planned earlier, I could have done much better. Suddenly, I got a thought in the morning. I just texted her whether I can do it. So all of this. Sorry, I have to get down the stairs. Here. No, no, no. We'll go to our house. Then later we can go to, if we get a chance, because the way is a little narrow. And also it's raining. Whether you can, it's drizzling here. So these are the lane houses with a low door and a window. So what is there in my aunt's house in Kalakurai, I can just show you all. They have the small door so that the rainwater will not enter. And also it's safe from other creatures. And the door is very low. And they're so tall, they have to bend and move inside. And here yesterday we got the so this is edible and we eat this. Next.
Mrs. Vasuki, can you tell the name of the tribe, please?
Badaga.
Badaga. And you basically
I'm a Badaga.
basically you pray to nature, right? And you showed your temple where you pray
Yes.
to the trees, and basically you eulogize the environment and nature. And these days you have adapted to other deities like Visvaksena, Ganesha, and so on and so forth. So this is
Yes.
an adaptation of your group. But originally you were like Rigveda, these Vedic time people focusing on nature and worship of nature and collective living and taking care of environment, right? So what a fascination it is. And we could see that the tradition is still followed, and a lot of learning today, and they could see how houses are decorated, ornamented, and we could see Vasuki's yearning that the collective way of building houses is slowly disappearing. Of course, one should not blame, that's
Yes.
development. But we could see that the passion in them to protect the environment. So that is the one of the basic tenet of Sanatana Dharma is respect nature and live in community and be kind to one another. So that was very really a great thing that Mrs. Vasuki could do it in early hours of the day. It's about 6:30 for her in Nilgiris, and what a splendid vision she took us, not only to show the way of living. Along the way we could see the sceneries as well, tea plantations, and I wish we all could be there. So that was one new thing we have done, and now the communities have started paying obeisance to deities which are
Yes.
common in the Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. So the society has progressed. That is how Vedic society also evolved. As time went by, necessities increased, but the basic principle is communal harmony, support each other, take care of
Yes.
one another, and more importantly, have faith. So, well, thank you, Mrs. Vasuki, for the
So okay.
wonderful
I'll just try
presentation.
to
And
show the house. I'll just try to show because it's raining and we have to get down the steps and everything. And the ways are not that good. So here, sir, these are the houses. I'm just showing the whole village. With that, I'm just seeing a common house where the villagers are using. I don't know whether we'll get the net there, but I'll just try to show that alone. I'm just on the way. I'll just be very quick.
So you still
So
have a
it is
communal
only-
house?
It is only in the Nilgiris that we Badagas are here. And it is around, 400 villages only in the Nilgiris. Around 4 lakh people.
So the entire 400 villages use this communal house?
Yes, that is each village, they have their own communal house.
Okay. So so the Badaga community lives in around 400 villages with 4 lakh people?
Yes, sir. So each village has their own common house, a common house for each village.
Okay.
Doddamane. We call it as Doddamane.
Yeah, big house in Kannada.
A big house. Yes, sir. Doddamane, where there's an ark and there's a lamp lit, and every day puja is conducted.
So basically you worship the lamp then?
Yes, sir. And yearly once festival is conducted for Atyaman. That is ancestral worship, where it's a big gathering with traditional dress. So that is one day where we honor our God.
Oh, so it is like the ancestors of the entire village are honored one day.
Yes, sir. And as our offering, in those days we used to give 25 pies, and nowadays 1 rupee coins.
Oh.
They just keep it at home, whatever they feel. That is, if they want to get something happened. So that is what is offering. So this is the old house. So just modernized a little. So this is how the old house was. So you can see 2 pillars and a space over here where they can sit. This is the entrance. I'll just see. Yate? Just getting to get permission. This is a house. So this is the attic. They just kept bed. See how the roof is very low. And this is of a traditional dress.
Mrs. Vasuki, we will now entertain question and answers. So thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
this participation, and we will all join by our original class link now. Then we will entertain
Yes,
question and answers to Ms. Vasuki. So
yes, sir.
participants kindly join in our regular class link, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Great job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Great job.